Good evening, Noswaith Farmer Ben here. Tired, weary. I've had a fantastic day helping out, volunteering on a steam railway, which is one of my interests. The railway, of course, is closed to the public because of the whole COVID thing, but there's still track repair and stuff to do with that in a socially distanced and responsible manner, and so on and so forth. So I've been helping out with that today, which has been great, but now my arms and legs ache and I'm very tired. However, we are here to look at the Jungle Showdown. Oh no, hang on, that's Jungle Boogie. Beg pardon. Jungle Showdown event. Basically, I'm just trying to finish it off now. I'm not aiming for a mega high finish. Obviously, the higher I can get, the better. My scores so far are they're pretty reasonable. 60-ish for the first 9, 70-ish for most of the next 10, up to sort of 90-ish for the last few, and now I'm on to the last few bosses where it gets a bit harder still. Now I'm trying to be fairly frugal is the word I would use on my battle items. So I'm trying to use the cheaper battle items, although on the last few it's where I tend to update things and go for the more high-end battle items. So for this one, I'm using my favourite 2 grenades. I have my shock grenades, which do 400 damage and minus 20 defense for 4 turns, which is awesome. The flame bombs, again, awesome, 300 damage, 120 over 4 turns. So over time, they actually do more damage than the shock grenade, but it is over time, so it's worth getting your enemy sizzling. Now I've gone for... Actually, I'm going to drop... Yeah, I'm going to drop... Just wondering about... No, I will go for a combat boost, because I've noticed a few of the bosses do something which removes your combat boost. And then a charge drink. Now, I could, if I wanted to, go for hyper charge drinks or bigger charge drinks. These ones are slower to use, but they're cheaper. And I'm trying to save battle items for the challenge events, which is really more my thing, because I am a big fan of earning new avatars, and obviously there's no avatar for the mercenary events. Before I begin, let me just click out here. It will say yes, I do want to save. I did my mercenary summons. Now, I didn't get any mercenary heroes, so I did 3 summons and got no mercenary heroes. Boo. However, I did get, much to my immense surprise, and I didn't do a video on this because it was completely random. Let's go to the right place, into my rosters. I did get the new hero of the month. Where are we? Yarlani. There we go. Yarlani. A bit of a Kiwi, I'm guessing. Sort of tattoos and things would suggest that, I suppose. 150 damage to the target. Obviously, that will increase if I boost her skills. Additional 20% damage per each yellow tile on the board, up to 160% additional damage. So 8 yellow tiles or more, and she does a lot more damage, and more charge generation for 3 turns. Bit selfish, she doesn't help anybody else out. I'm thinking it could be quite useful. Not an amazing hero. Not one that I'm sort of thinking, wow, this is one I had to have. But I'm very, very pleased to get her. And I'm not going to complain. Oh, low battery. There we are. Exciting times. Luckily, this video won't use up all of my battery, hopefully. Go away. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Anyway, so we're going to go back to the later levels now. This is what I've found to be a fairly successful way of getting a reasonable score most of the time. Now, as you can see, I've gone very heavily red. I'm going to go, firstly, I'm going to throw in a flame bomb, then a shock grenade. I am going to use 4 minor mana potions on, what's his face there, Crockett. So Crockett is doing the armor boost, which will keep my team alive, and not quite dead. I was about to say 20 seconds in, the first wave is dead. No, 27 seconds in, the first wave is dead. Shock, flame, bomb, 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 bomb. Now, the downside to doing this is obviously I'm using up battle items at a fair rate of knots. Bomb, 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 and on the mobs waves as well. There's obviously a lot to be said for saving some of the battle items for the bosses, and certainly on the last few levels I find that basically well, I with the heroes and whatnot, I have to save battle items to get to the end. With this one, with these guys, I can probably get away without going totally nuts on battle item usage on the bosses. The later levels, the bosses, you really do, or I really do need the sort of very best heroes. Now, I've got a few people ready. I will use Crockett, but I'm not going to use the others just yet, simply because, oh, dagnammit, that would have been sorry, my logic there was that I didn't want to use the bosses because I wanted my better battle items. I wanted to set up a nice red screen to deal with the bosses with as many red tiles on it as possible. Unfortunately, it kind of backfired because I got a red 5 in a row completely out of the blue. One of those just 5 red tiles came straight up one after each other, which would have been awesome. This should be a nice move. So it's fairly quick so far. As you can see, they're all burning. They're all sizzling away nicely. Tiles going off left, right, and centre. Oh, one down. This is going to be a nice high score, actually. I'm very pleased with this so far. I will throw in another flame bomb, which will almost certainly finish off the Colonel Clink. I can't think. I know he has a name, but as is often the case, I can't remember it. And this next move should finish him off. There we go. Awesome. Very pleased with that. That was a really nice, fast move, except for that one slight mistake. And I can't say, I mean, my decision was made on logic. It didn't look like I was going to get a 5 in a row red. And I got a 5 in a row red because literally 5 red tiles in a row popped up onto the screen. But either way, 123,995. I'm not going to complain about that. Nice score. Boosts my previous one, now on at 27. 483rd. I haven't actually looked at the leaderboard. 2693. Well, I wouldn't have thought. How many levels have I got to go? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no way I'm going to be beating that. So realistically, I would have thought 2583. Probably not going to happen. I'm probably aiming, hope with a bit of luck and a following wind and no major mistakes, I'm going to be aiming somewhere in the 252 something ranks. Hopefully be enough to get me into the top 100. Hard to say exactly where, but we will see how that goes. The lower end of the top 100 currently is 2392. I should make that fairly easily, assuming I get over 100,000 on each of the next ones that's coming up. Not guaranteed, of course. These things never are, but it could very well get me there. What I am going to do next is I am going to go into the next one. Now, I am going to drop the combat boost, which I didn't use that time around. I'm going to swap the combat boost for some grenades, so I will chuck them in as well, because basically Crockett did the same job. And I'll keep a few minor mana potions back for Crockett. Let's see how we get on this time round. So shock, grenade, flame. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Crockett's hopefully charging everyone's armor even before we begin and boosting everyone's attack, which has dealt with the first of the mobs. Now the screen needs to give me some red tiles in the right places. Not exactly the right place, but it will do for now. There we go. Clearing that wave off. There we are. Just over 40 seconds there. Grenade, shock, flame. Boom, 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 boom. There we are. Right. I don't think this will do. I'm going to blow the green grenade. Oh, there we are. That will more than do. There we are. Flame, shock, grenade. It's more forgiving, and you can argue that you should just replay it over and over again until you get the perfect screen. I'm not doing that because I don't want to, more so than anything else. And as I say, it's not a challenge event where I go for the mega massive scores. Boom, and still going to get a reasonable score, I would have said, from this. Short of red tiles again, which is a shame because they're rather integral to my success. Flame, grenade, shot grenade, yellow 5 in a row there. Let's see. Need to clear a bit of space. Not amazing. Armor down, armor down, armor down. Just put my power back up with a little bit of Crockett action. Oh no, don't. Oh, good. They dodged it. Right. Okay. A few more red tiles. Still a little bit sparse on red tiles, which is a shame. Red tiles are rather crucial to my success here. Boom. Red tiles going off. There we are. That's more like it. Red tiles taking good care of them. Little 4 in a row, four square green, leading to hopefully this red tile will finish him off. There we go, not too bad. 4 heroes still alive, reasonable time, reasonable number of moves, a few combos that seem to be flowing reasonably well. 122, 804. Again, quite happy with that. Not quite as impressive as the previous one, but 331st, so I'm not going to complain. So there we go. Hopefully it will land me into the top 100. It's relatively cheap because battle items are relatively cheap. And maybe it will get me somewhere. So I'm going to keep fingers crossed. Anyway, I'm going to finish the video here. So it was just about using battle items to get a high score. Not looking at moves, not looking at the board, but how you can set yourself up for a relatively quick trip through the different waves to get to the boss wave, and how you can use. Now, I was using Crockett to put armor on my heroes. You can also use Bridget, the 4-star blue. She's very good. There's a 3-star blue Magnus. I think it is. Is it Magnus? I'm getting the wrong one. Dougal, the 3-star blue. He puts armor on everyone. He's quite handy. The Bridget is here. Here's Bridget. So those two a bit more accessible than Crockett. They put armor on people. Throttle doesn't put armor on but heals people. So there's a few options. Wyatt is a very good healer. Lots of different options to do the same kind of thing. But if you can armor stack, it makes the final wave a lot easier. Anyway, hopefully there was something vaguely useful in there to everyone in terms of, as I say, not necessarily getting the highest score, but just a reliable method of getting a good score using a range of battle items, which is the way I am going on the final levels of Jungle Showdown. Anyway, so thank you very much for your time. Please do remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, etc., etc. It remains for me to wish everybody all the best and to say may death come swiftly to your enemies. This is Farmer Ben saying goodbye and good night. Good night.